Hello everyone. Hi, my name is Parag, and today I'll be going through basics Unix commands in this video. And this is about of a DSC 520 project. And so let's start off with the way we'll be demonstrating these commands. So we'll be using a terminal one, which is usually provided through the university. And so this is existing. And so if you can observe, I have my student ID being given to me here, which is SSS student 21 at dakani.cscdr.umasd.edu. And so when you log in for the first time, you are provided a password, which is common to all. Then you can change the password. So I have already changed my password. So let's go ahead and log in. Okay. So I've I've put my password, but you cannot see it because usually because for security reasons, okay, it doesn't display it. But when I type it, okay. So I need to probably do it once more. So I'll just because I let it, so it was open for a while. That's the reason it kind of closed on its own. So I'm gonna again type this thing this way, and now you can see that it will again ask me for my password. Now again, put my password here, and you can see. Uh, okay, I think I put a wrong password, but let me just try it again. So, okay, so now we see now that it's working perfectly. There was a little mishap, but I think we are good to go. So you can see my name being student 21 at Kani, and now I'm free to do whatever I want to do. So let's start off with one of the basic commands in Unix, which is ls. Okay, it stands for basically listing all the files that exist in this particular directory. So if you can see in this, okay, I have, like you can observe one thing that you have, like you can see that it has, wait a minute, hold up, okay. Um, yeah, so if you can observe one thing, it has, like desktop file text, and it has multiple file text, and it has other directories too, so like Parag, old projects, like that. There are multiple directories in this particular thing. So ls is basically used for listing all the particular files and directories in this particular um, yeah in my this account. So let's say you want to check what is the current working directory. So we use for that is pwd. So when we type, then you can see that it's home student 21 because I'm student 21. That's been name that has been allotted to me by the university. So that's how you check the current working directory. Let's say, for example, you want to create a new directory. For example, let's say you can already see there's a directory called as Parag old. I want to create a new directory called as Parag new one. So I'm going to write mkdir, and I'm going to type Parag new. That means that. So now I'm going to type again ls, okay, and check. So you can see that there has been a new directory being created called as Parag new. And I was able to create a new directory through this particular command. So let's say, for example, you want to rename a particular directory. How do we go about doing it? Well, one of the simplest way that you can go about doing it is through the mv command. So let's say we have mv, okay, and I'm going to rename Parag new to Parag new 101, something like this. So I'm going to type Parag new space Parag new 1. So now when I listed again, you can see that Parag New has been renamed to Parag New 1. So that's how you change the name. So the MV can be used MV stands for moving directories. You can also use it to rename it. So I've used it successfully to rename a directory. So let's say you want to create a new file. Let's say I want to create a new file in the file text. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to write touch, and I'm going to write new file by Parag. So I'm going to list it out for you guys, and you can see that I have a new text file created, my new file.text. Okay, so then you can see like we have a new file that's being created. Okay, so that's how you use touch space and you write down the name of the new file that you want to create as a new file. Let's say you want to check what is there in the content of this particular file. Okay, so I know for a fact that the file called as outMessage.txt has something because I was working on a project of mine and it has certain things written in it. And so what we're gonna do, and how do we check what is written in it? So we're gonna type cat and we're gonna mention outMessage dot txt, and let's see what is written in that. So you can see that I've written something which is a data from one of my other tests, which is speed up is 0 and efficiency is being recorded as 0. So that's how we can check what is there in the data. Now let's say you want to let's say write something in the terminal. How do we go about doing it? Well, there is a thing called as echo. So let's say you type echo and you type DC 520 is fun. So, and I put present on it, you see DSC 520 is fun. So you can print that in this terminal. So that's how you use echo for. And then let's say you want to use something called as you want to delete a directory. You don't like a directory. So how do you go about doing it? Well, you write rm space dash r and you another space. So let's say you want to delete something like parag old. You want to delete parag old. So we're going to do delete parag old and let's see. Now let's see. Now we're going to list it again to check whether parag old is there or not. When you're there, you can only see parag new one, but parag old is being removed. So that's how you remove a particular um, a directory from the terminal. Now let's say you want to delete a particular file itself. Let's say you remember we created a file called as new file with parag. Now I want to delete it. So how do you remove it? So I'm going to write rm new m. So that I'm going to basically type this entire thing, new file by parag. So when I do this, okay, it will be removing it. So now I'm going to check whether it's removed or not. You can see that it is no more existing, which means that it has been removed from this particular file. So I think, yeah, that's it. And let's say you want to look at, like, let's say you want to enter a particular projects. Okay, let's say you want to, you know, uh, go inside a project. Let's say you want to look in a directory. So you go into projects and you type cd projects, and you see, so yeah, so you're into projects. Okay, so you want to check something out or something like that. Now you're in projects. Now you're into this particular directory. Now let's say you want to come out of it. So you're gonna have cd dot and now you're out. So cd space double dot means you're out of it. So these are some things which you can play around with, and these are some of the most core commands that um, so these are some of the core commands that you can actually use in your Unix command journey. And I hope you like this particular video, and I hope this is helpful for everyone. And if you have any queries, hit me up on email ID, and that would be really good. So have a good one. Have a great day.